Hi and welcome back. Today it's all about heat treatment. Now, last video you see me grind some knives and take them to the ribbon burner, and so I got all of them hardened. Now with flame, I flame hardened them. Now comes my ice treatment of them. And luckily enough, my local grocery store, Ingles, if I could put a plug out there, actually had some this time. They normally deliver on Thursday, but usually on Mondays it's gone. But they had they had about 12 or 13 pounds. That's what I got. So I'm gonna put all that on there. I like to put at least 10 pounds of dry ice in there when I do the heat treat or do the ice treat of the knives. Now, as you can see, my hands is empty. I don't have the knives readily available right at this second. I mean, they're behind me in the box here, in this freezer box right here. This freezer is probably as old as I am, but it still works like a champ. So I've got them in there at negative 20 degrees. Okay, they're going to go to 110 below. It's easier for them to go to 110 below rapidly when they're 20 below to start with, opposed to room temperature, which in here I just turned on the air conditioner, so it's about 90 in here. Now I'm sweating like a pig. I ain't been in here 5 minutes. Now, this right here, I'm going to use as a catalyst, as a transfer fluid between the ice and the knives. This is RV antifreeze. Some people use acetone. Either one will work. This you can reuse. Probably can the acetone too, but it dries you out. This don't. So I'm gonna take this. Now I've got a cooler right here. Couldn't find the lid from a fully styrofoam one, but I've got a cooler. If I can get this thing to tilt. Wrong way, dummy. Stand in front of it, not behind it. Right there. Okay, it's lined with a garbage bag. I do that to keep this from leaking out, in case it does, in case the drains don't work on it, or got a leak in the drains. And so here it is, RV antifreeze. I put a little water in it, but not much, probably half a pint maybe. So go ahead, right there. It's in the bag. Okay, I will leave that. Let me open this right here. Ooh, lost the knife. Right there, right there, right there. Uh-oh, there it is. Man down. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's too quick. Okay. Now, these in there, they're all good. Now, I've got 2 bags. Dry ice. Hammer. Don't want to handle it or hand it if you don't have to. And you don't want to stay down here breathing it either. So this is carbon dioxide in a solid state. It depletes your oxygen. Oh God. There we go. Okay. Now, yes. Put that there. Now that helps. Let's insulate it. Now, okay, there they are in the soup. So tomorrow, about this time, about what time is it, 2 o'clock or so? It's 2:20 right now. So tomorrow, hopefully, they'll be ready to come out of there. The ice will have been all melted, and they would be spent their time at 110 below zero for a while. That helps change the crystalline structure and helps make that grain even finer. Ideally, liquid nitrogen would be the best. Don't have a dewar, and I don't have a supply place that I can go get it that I know of anywhere around. I'd probably have to go to Atlanta, some big city like that, to find it, or a medical supplier that done that supplied the local hospitals. And then, you know, you'd never know about them when they could come or whatever. So having a good supply of dry ice really helps on me. Do I need to do this to these knives? No, I don't. But it's one more step in having a knife that will last to your great-grandchildren wear it out. I hope that's the case with all my knives out there. Got a bunch of them out. Never had one sit back yet. So, and all the feedback I get on them says that they fit the hand good and they cut and they do what they're supposed to do. Now some of them's a little bit big and everything, but wide, but I'm narrowing them on down. You know, I found probably an 1.25 inches wide is 1.25 inches, 1.3/8, probably plenty wide enough instead of 1.5 inches. So, unless it's on it big knives. My big knife, the great big one, it was just to see if I could do it, and I can. So, and it looks good. So, you know, I've got some handle material I'm itching to try. So I'll try me a good guard at the hilt there, and a good pommel. Put that on there and see what I can do with it. And then I'll have to find somebody or get me some leather somewhere and make me a good sheath. I think it'll be wood over leather, or leather over wood, excuse me. I'll do like the sword sheaths, you know, what they put them in the wood and then cover them with leather. Hopefully I can. So anyway, till these come out of the soup, then all I can say is Bobby Shields saying God bless.